Hello friends, welcome to ARP Creation. Today I'm going to show you how to create a premium class resume in Photoshop. Here you see the resume. So firstly we go to Photoshop, then create a new document. The document size will be A4 size and color mode will be CMYK, resolution 300 pixel, and let's create. So firstly we create a rectangle on the left side. Then we select a color. The color code will be 2E404E. Okay, then just decrease the rectangle size to the left side. Now we choose Eclipse tool from the tools menu, then create a new layer, then just hold shift button from the keyboard, then drag it. Now we duplicate this layer, press Ctrl J from the keyboard or duplicate layer button, or click on the duplicate layer button. Then click on create clipping mask. It will mask the down layer. Then click on convert to smart object. Then double click on the smart object icon. Then we place our pic. Then just click on the check mark button, then press Ctrl S for saving this pic. It will automatically save. Now we create a new layer. Now we create a new text layer. Just change the color from this tool. The font will be Roboto and the font size will be bold and 17. Okay. Then just place it below the pic. Then we create a new layer for placing his proportion. And the font will be light and size will be 8. Okay, perfect. You can make all this letter capital. Okay, now I choose rounded rectangular tool and the radius will be 30 pixel and stroke will be white 2 pixel and fill color will be none. Okay, perfect. Then we place his cell phone number. Now we place a cell phone number. Font will be regular and size will be 9. Font will be light. Now I place it on its place. Now just select the round rectangular tool, then transform it for its perfect shape. Okay, then just align them in the middle. We can make the stroke size to 1 pixel, it will be better. Okay, then we will move them a upper portion and just select them and duplicate them. For duplicating, press Ctrl J. And we will create a in place his email address. Okay, then we will again duplicate this layer for his address. And move them down bit. Then we will move them a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now we will create a section for creative skill. And the alignment will be left side and the font size will be 14 regular. Okay, perfect. we should decrease the size a little bit. Now it is perfect. Then we will decrease the fix size also. Just select them and press Ctrl T. Okay. Now we will place his skill. It will be Roboto light and the font size will be 8. Okay, perfect. Then we will place the rounded rectangle. And we will change the color, change the fill color. To darkish. Okay, perfect. Then just duplicate this layer. Press Ctrl Z. Then press Ctrl T for transform it. Then change the color to white. Okay. Great. Then just we should decrease the size. For this we should select two layers, then press Ctrl T, then decrease the size a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now I will change the white color to a grayer color. Now it looks better. Okay, then we will select this 3-layer web design and this round rectangular tool, rectangular. Then we duplicate them. For placing is another 5 skill. For duplicating, press Ctrl Z. Then move them a little bit. We will select all this 2 skill again, and then press Ctrl Z. It will duplicate both of this skill. Okay, we have just created the 4 skill. We should create 2 more skill. Then press Ctrl Z, duplicate them and move them little bit. Okay, we have got our 6 skill. I will change this skill. Okay. Now we should move the skill percentage to a little bit right side. So we should select this. For this we will select from this section. Now deselect the. Okay, now press Ctrl T. Now deselect the blue darkish left side, then press Ctrl T. Okay, now we are good to go. We have created our creative skill section. Now we'll create our software skill section. We should give them a space between. We should give space between them. For this, just select them and deselect the left side, deselect the rectangular, then move them a little bit down. Okay, then deselect the graphic design skill section, just hold Ctrl button, then move them. Okay, perfect. Also the other skill, okay, we have the perfect position for them. Now we will make a group. Just select them, then deselect the darkish rectangle, then press Ctrl Z for making a group and rename it creative skill. Now duplicate the group, press Ctrl Z or click on the duplicate group option. Now move the new copy to the down section. And rename the new group to software skill. Okay, perfect. And we should rename this also. These are all. Okay, we can decrease the size also for showing our skill percentage. For decreasing, just press Ctrl T by selecting the layer and decrease them. Okay, now we will create another section for achievement. Just rename the group also. Now the new section will be achievement. Just duplicate the software skill layer and move the layer into down. The new section name will be achievement. Okay, perfect. We will create new layer for big deal. The size will be 9. And duplicate the layer and move it to the right side. And align it to right. Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'll place a placeholder text. Just go to type section and phrase first lorem ipsum. It will create automatically the placeholder text. The size will be robot to light, and the size will be 7. Okay, perfect. And we should remove some extra text. Okay, we will create 2 lines. And make the difference into 8 feet. Okay, perfect. Now select them all and deselect the right section also, and press Ctrl J for duplicating them, and again press Ctrl J for duplicating them. Okay, we have just select our achievement section. You can change on it your own. Okay, then we will group it. Press Ctrl Z. Okay, done. Now we'll move the software skill section to the downside a little bit, and the achievement section also, and select all the 3 sections and move them a little bit downside. Okay, perfect. We'll also move this all layer a little bit to the downside. Just deselect the rectangular tool. Okay, perfect. Now we will also move this a little bit. Okay, then okay. Now we will create a new section for hobbies. Just duplicate the achievement layer. Press Ctrl J. Okay, and rename it to Hobbies. Move it to the down portion of the left side section. Rename the layer also. Okay, also rename. Now I will also duplicate this big deal layer. And move it to its position. We should make the difference to 7. You should make the difference to 11. Okay, and the size will be and the font will be Roboto Light. Okay, perfect. We have just created our section. Just remove them. Now we'll go to our right side. Firstly, we create profile section. The color will be darkish brown, darkish. It will be profile, and the font will be Roboto regular, and the size will be 14. Okay, we have created we have created a rectangle also. Perfect. We should place a grid on this position. Now we'll place a placeholder text. Just go to type section and paste lorem ipsum. The size will be Roboto Light 8. Okay, perfect. The color will be gray. Should place a grid also in this position. We should create 5 lines. Okay, we should delete the other text also. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we will create education section. Just select profile and the rectangle also, then press Ctrl J and move them in the down section. Okay, perfect. Now we should select the all layer and move them in the down section little bit. Okay, now we'll create education section. Create a new text layer for graduation year. And the size will be Roboto 9. and the text color will be darkish gray. Perfect. Now we'll create the subject and the university name. Let's duplicate it and move it to the right side. Duplicate the text also and move it to the little bit, and duplicate the text also and move it to the downside. Okay, and rename it to your subject. Okay, perfect. You should move this to the right side also a little bit. Perfect. Okay, now we'll create a new section for degree details. For this we should duplicate this text layer and move it to the each side. Okay, perfect. And remove the outside text. We should create 3 or 4 lines. Okay, perfect. Now I will select these 4 text layers and duplicate them and move them to a little bit. Okay, create another section also by duplicating the 4 text layers. Okay, I've created them. Just rename them to your education qualification. You will skip this section, you have already known how to edit them. Okay, now we will create a new section for experience. So we should duplicate them also. Just press Ctrl Z, then press Ctrl T, then move them to the down side. Okay, we have created a new section. Now I'll rename the education to experience. We shall just move the Masters of Art layer to the left side. Now it is okay. And decrease the size also to 8 feet and the font will be light. Okay, and move this text layer to the upper section also. Okay, perfect. Now we will select them. Now we will delete these layers also, and we select these layers and move them a little bit and press Ctrl Z for duplicating them. Okay, perfect. Also create a section for your job experience. We should create 4 job experience section. Perfect. Now we will perfect. We should move them a little bit and also it. Okay, now we should create a group for education. Just select them and press Ctrl Z and rename the group 1 to education. Also the profile section, select them and create a group and rename it to the profile. Also for experience, just select them and press Ctrl Z. Okay, perfect. Now we will create a new section for references. For this we should just select them, the experience and the rectangular, and duplicate them and move out from this experience section. Just press Ctrl T and move them down section. Okay, we'll rename it to preference. Perfect. Now we will create a new section for his references. Now we will create 4 references. We should increase the size also. The size will be 12. The color will be darkish. Okay, just select the header part text layer, all select them all, and the education here also. Okay, perfect. Now just change the color and the size will be 12. It will automatically change them. Okay, perfect. Now we should go to the favorite section. Now we'll create 4 section. Okay, just duplicate it and move it to the little side. And rename it to the creative director. It should be regular. The size will be 9. The color will be darkish black. Okay, phone email. Should decrease the size size to 8 feet. Okay, duplicate the, it will be new, phone and email. Just change the font to light and it's okay. Also create new, duplicate it for email. Perfect. Change the name. Okay, perfect. Okay, then we will select this reference and duplicate them and move them to the downside. Okay, we have 2 references, we should create more references. Just select them and duplicate them, press Ctrl Z and then press Ctrl T and move them to the right section. Okay, we have just completed our reference section. Now select them all and make a group, press Ctrl Z. Okay, perfect. We have just completed our resume. Thanks everyone. Keep watching on my channel and subscribe and share. Good day.